How can we even focus on the current lineup of BL series when exciting news about upcoming ones keeps getting served right in front of us? Hello there, it's Will. In this episode, we'll be listing some of the newest upcoming BL series and sharing what we can expect from each of them. Before we begin, please note that some of these shows may not be available in your country due to geo restrictions. If that's the case, you might want to sign up for ExpressVPN to unlock these geo-blocked BL dramas. Use the link in the description below to get a 77% discount plus an additional 4 months free if you opt for the 2-year plan. Without further ado, let's get started. First on our list, Forever You Part 2, The Sun from Another Star. It feels like just yesterday when we were watching Beside the Sky, and now, voila, we're already getting another spin-off with Forever You Part 2. It's honestly so exciting. Having ghosts in BL plots is definitely one of my weaknesses as a watcher, but the story behind this BL seems so interesting to follow. The official trailer almost startled me at first, but that didn't take away from the undeniable spark between the two main characters. Plus, with some well-loved characters returning, it'll be fascinating to see how the story shifts now that the spotlight is on Arthit and Dal. The Sun from Another Star follows the story of Dautok, a gifted artistic boy who can communicate with spirits, as he is reluctantly drawn by his neighbor Arthit into a search for his late mother Sowell. As they chase after the dead, their journey slowly awakens unexpected feelings between them. The Sun from Another Star airs on the 4th of March on WeTV. Number 2 on our list, Only Friends, Dream On. I initially thought this new season might be a more toned down version of the first one, until I watched the full trailer and realized it's just as chaotic as ever. Even though Boston is no longer one of the main characters, Mix's role is definitely giving off similar energy, stirring the pot and shaking up everyone's relationships. Of course, we're once again diving into themes of betrayal and broken trust, which, let's be honest, is exactly what we signed up for, to be emotionally wrecked all over again. All in all, this upcoming BL looks exciting, intriguing, and absolutely electrifying, and I can't wait to experience the drama unfold. Only Friends Dream On follows the story of drama, directing, art, music, and dance majors entangled in a messy web of competition, casual relationships, and emotional vulnerability. As Jack directs his ex-Dean in a coveted role that Raffi wants, tensions rise when Dean manipulates Jack's younger brother Rome to push Raffi away, while Tua secretly harbors feelings for lead actor and dancer Arnold in their stage production of Romeo and Romeo. Only Friends Dream On is set to air on the 27th of February on YouTube. Number 3 on our list, Love Like a Bike. It's been more than a year since the official pilot was released, so I'm really glad we're finally getting updates about this show. Even though an official trailer hasn't dropped yet, many fans are still looking forward to its premiere next month. To be honest, I was genuinely excited when I first watched the pilot. However, over time, my anticipation has faded a bit, perhaps due to the lack of consistent or impactful promotion. There has also been a cast change, so it'll be interesting to see whether this shift works in the series' favor. The story follows 3 adopted brothers of different nationalities, caring psychiatrist Nub Noong, easygoing airline captain Thoy, and heartbroken former cadet Third, who share an unbreakable bond despite not being related by blood. As each of them navigates personal struggles with love and intimacy, their relationships are tested by hidden feelings, unexpected encounters, and emotional wounds from the past. Love Like a Bike airs on the 2nd of March. Number 4 on our list, Always Meet Again. The time travel plot immediately reminded me of the Korean BL once again, although that series had a rather heartbreaking ending. This new show, however, seems to have a much lighter tone, which could lead to a different, and perhaps more satisfying outcome. There are already 2 teasers available, but unfortunately, neither has English subtitles yet. For now, we may have to wait for the official trailer in the coming days to get a clearer picture of what's in store. Renowned painter Jang Hae-seong is mysteriously transported back to his high school days after redrawing his first love, Lee Yoo-jin, in an old sketchbook he discovers during a visit to his alma mater. Determined not to repeat past mistakes, he tries to distance himself, but as Yoo-jin persistently draws closer, they are given a second chance to rewrite their unfinished love story. Number 5 on our list, Lost a Light. Watching the official pilot feels more like a comedy than a straight up romance, but honestly, that's a good thing. There are a few familiar faces in the cast, though they're not in the main roles, which makes it exciting to see how their on-screen dynamics will play out. After their idol group falls from grace and faces disbandment, Jeng stays loyal to boss Scythian as they recruit an unlikely new lineup, including Mai, an artsy guitarist secretly sent by the label chairman to win Jeng's heart, as Scythian seeks help from his successful ex-Bailio to save the failing label. Both the group's future and Jeng's heart hang in the balance. Number 6 on our list, The Grim Lover. We don't have much information about this series yet, as the official pilot doesn't reveal much about the plot, but as a fan of fantasy-themed BLs, that hasn't dampened my excitement one bit. A love story between a Grim Reaper and a doctor is definitely a must-watch, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the writing, acting, and overall execution will be just as strong as the concept promises. After losing his lover in a tragic accident, a grieving man attempts to end his life but is repeatedly stopped by a Grim Reaper who looks exactly like him and reveals that their fates are mysteriously intertwined. As secrets about death and the accident unravel, their growing bond leads him toward truth, healing, and a renewed will to live. Number 7 on our list, Class Crush Crisis. Watching the official pilot, this series immediately reminded me of BLs from a decade ago, like Make It Right. I'm not entirely sure if it's the number of characters, the high school setting, or just the sweet puppy love vibes, but it feels like a modern take on that classic charm, with much better production quality. From the very start, I found myself enjoying it, not just because of the plot, but also thanks to the main couple's natural on-screen chemistry, their fresh faces, which makes it even more engaging, and I'm excited to see how their story unfolds, from enemies to friends, and eventually, to lovers. This promises to be a fun ride, and I really hope the rest of the series lives up to the strong impression of the pilot. Leet, who dreams of becoming a cool indie rock musician, is transferred to a newly co-ed school where he vows not to let romance interfere with friendship. But after clashing with his studious roommate Putter, their growing closeness puts his self-imposed rule to the test. Number 8 on our list, The Crow Club. Much like the intriguing characters in this new Thai BL, I honestly didn't understand much from the official pilot, but that only makes me more curious about the series. The story follows 4 main couples across 16 episodes, and each character has their own background to explore. It's especially interesting to see their pasts and how they all became part of the Crow Club, which adds a lot of depth to the story. A group of social outcasts, each carrying their own pain and past failures, find belonging among one another after being cast aside by society. Together, they take on bizarre and unconventional jobs for equally unusual clients, carving out a place where they finally feel seen. There are so many new upcoming BL series lately that it's honestly hard to keep up with all the announcements and releases. Which of the upcoming BL series on this list has caught your attention the most? Thank you for watching. That's it and see you on the next one.